lap to a start. Standing by on pit road, two-time Grand National Stock Car champion Ned Jarrett.
The only man to win this race twice is Neil Bonnet. He didn't make it in 1985. Neil, what's the key to winning this thing?
Ned, I used to always love to go to drivers' meet, and they'd emphasize that this is 20 laps. You guys be careful the first of this race, but I feel like the key is a little control, reckless abandon. The first of this race will get you in position to win early.
Well, let's see if there are any Neil Bonnets out there today.
Indeed, that was the case. He came from 15th and 8th, and he busted through the field in the first two laps. Field addressing turn number 4 as we get down to this race. Prep for next Sunday's Daytona 500, which you'll see live, flag to flag, here on CBS. Front row, all Fords, Chris.
Yep, Ricky Rudd said he'd rather start third, Ken, and I find that hard to understand. He's got the pole, and here they come down, facing starter Harold Kinder's green flag.
Fords have never won the Busch Clash. Remember, it's 20 laps, 50 miles, $5,000 bonuses at lap 5, lap 10, lap 15 on the break. The man everybody's talking about, Ricky Rudd, as a real potential to pull a surprise next Sunday in the 500. Tries to jump out in front.
Cale Yarbrough has been in all 6 previous clashes and had never led a lap, and he's trying to undo that today. He's second right now.
That's right. He's been out here time after time, but never even led a lap. Back straightaway. Cale Yarbrough in second. Now goes for the lead down the back straightaway. Yarbrough in the number 28. This year a Ford. Wada Wilson prepared car. And look at that bundle going into turn number 3.
Tremendous respect these men have for one another to ride this fast, this closely together. And it looks like Cale will break that no-lap lead jinx if he can stay where he is until he gets to the start-finish line.
At the end of lap number 1. Has been here in only 2 drivers have been in every one of these races. Yarbrough, who leads the first lap, and Darrell Waltrip, the 1981 winner. Look at Yarbrough build up that lead, Chris.
That's right. If he can stretch that a little bit, he'll break the draft, and they're going to have a tough job catching him. Everybody thought Elliott's car, as fast as it was yesterday, would be the one to beat, but Yarbrough was opening up a big lead right at the outset.
And they're drafting side by side in second place, which will slow them down. The record for this race, 194.384 mile-an-hour average for 50 miles. Fastest race in the history of motorsports.
Terry Labonte moved from 11th to 2nd on that first lap, so he's on the move.
Meanwhile, here's Bill Elliott, the man who'll be on the pole next Sunday. That's the number 9 car, the red car. 205 miles an hour plus is what he qualified at. Here's Yarbrough pulling away. He has an 11-car length advantage, but number 44, Terry Labonte, Grand National champion from last year. Now he gets out of traffic. He's in second place. He's trying to run Yarbrough down.
And he's gaining. They call Labonte the Iceman. And now watch it. There's a good shot on the interval. Look at Labonte close on Yarbrough. He's picking up the draft using the vacuum behind that number.
Stringing out. And Joe Ruttman, driving the T.G. Shepard car, is maintaining the 3rd position. That's the Morgan McClure machine out of Virginia, driven by Tommy Ellis a year ago. Ruttman in number 4, maintaining 3rd. All pole position winners gathering for this first onslaught. Bodine going down the inside. Now there is Benny Parsons on the inside. Bill Elliott outside in number 9, directly in front of the Ricky Rudd. Leaders off turn number 4. Back they come. It's still Yarbrough in position 1. Now Bodine has come into 3rd. Ruttman is in 4th. Waltrip's on the move. You saw him dodge to the inside through the 17-degree tryover. Weather's just about perfect for racing.
Now let's see for the 5,000 when they come around next time, whether Labonte will try a 200-mile-an-hour slingshot.
Out of turn 2. Right at the spot where Francis Flick lost his life back on Thursday at 200 miles an hour. Labonte moves in, looks to the inside. Yarbrough's there. Yarbrough tries to close the gate. Down to the inside. Terry Labonte, Grand National champion of 1984, taking first place. Cale Yarbrough in 2nd. And there you see the new colors for Jeff Bodine in 3rd. Tremendous speed as they hurtle back into the tri-oval. The leader at lap 5. Give $5,000 to Terry Labonte. And Texas Terry looks tough today.
And that...
Terry Labonte, who had pretty much unraveled this field, now finds it tightly knitted back together. We're under caution. 13 of 20 laps complete. Bodine in 2nd, Waltrip, Rudd, and Baker on the restart will be bumper to bumper. There's the oil mark from the T.G. Shepard car number 4, which erupted going down into turn number 1 and brought out the caution. A couple of cars had lost engines, and the Ford seemed to be having some problems. This is a prep race for next Sunday's Daytona 500. For more on that story, here's Ned Jarrett.
Just before we went away on the commercial break, we saw Cale Yarbrough's car slow down, and Neil Bonnet, he'd been having some problems during practice here.
Yes, we talked with the crew in Waddell Wilson, and their engine in that Ford is a little different than the rest of the Fords. Most of them run the Cleveland engine. Waddell Wilson has built the Windsor motor, which is a different engine combination, and they've been having problems keeping that motor cool. And as we discussed before the race, it's going to be questionable if they could keep that motor cool in that car all day long.
And Ken, Bill Elliott has made a pit stop during this caution. In fact, he's back in the pits right now. Ernie Elliott and Dan, his brothers, have raised the hood on his Ford to check and see if they can find out what it is. We hope to have the word on that in a moment.
There you see the Bill Elliott car, number 9, that went on the pole for next Sunday's Daytona 500, a lap at 205+ miles per hour, shattering the old 201 mark of Cale Yarbrough from a year ago. That's the car that you'll see on the pole. There's Harry Gant, number 33, the Bandit, coming back on the track. Chris?
You know, Cale Yarbrough has been in all 6 of these races, never failed to finish, so he's out of this year's race, which is a record for Cale, but he led for the first time, which is also a record for Cale. The record for attrition is 7 cars not finishing, and we may break that. I'm surprised, Ken, at how many cars have called at the pits already. The tempo and the interest in this race has forced the crew chiefs to go just that one step further, and I think they're paying the price now.
One of the more dramatic moments came when David Pearson scraped the wall at 200 miles an hour up there in turn number 4. Oh, he really got up on the loose stuff, Chris.
It's not easy. Look at that. You know, David, as I said earlier, doesn't like these speeds. Talking about the speeds, the morning headline after Elliott's qualifying was Wild Bill arrives alive at 205. They've got a new copy reader on the desk there, I'm sure, who likes poetry. But that's what 205 miles an hour in qualifying, and these racing speeds of close to 200. You really have to have your right hand on the wheel.
Well, Chris, the other day, several days back, Ernie Elliott, they were asking him how fast they thought the car would run to take the pole. He said 205, and they said, Bill, what do you think? He said, I wonder who they're going to get to drive it. He didn't feel very comfortable. Interesting thing about Elliott is he doesn't feel comfortable here at Daytona and Talladega, and I think that will make him a major factor to win it. He may back off, not run hard, not run heavy in traffic, but he'll be around as he has been a couple of years ago, right up there in the top 3. Here he is, Bill Elliott from Dawsonville, Georgia, with this very smooth-looking Ford Thunderbird, which is showing some heat right now. Tire heat for the most part there, you see coming up.
I think that if you asked everyone confidentially off the record, a lot of them would tell you that they're concerned about these great speeds, particularly because of the yellow bumpers, which means a rookie coming up in the 500. Harry Gant told me at breakfast yesterday that there really shouldn't be any yellow bumpers at Daytona Beach or Talladega at these speeds. They're nipped out of these events.
Talladega, where CBS will be at the end of July, actually is
consistency, but he's starting the 1985 season off with speed, and he's got a tough competitor right filling up his mare there. Daring Darrell Waltrip as they hit down the back straightaway.
Less than 3 to go. Now, down here, you're watching Bill Elliott creeping up on the inside, going after Gant, going after Bodine. That's Bill Elliott in the 9 car, moving up, taking a spot, pulls him into 4th. The leader is drawing away. 4-car length advantage. Give it to Terry Labonte at number 44. Coming by. 2-lap indicator on the field. $200,000.